Hey team, it's day 18. I hope you guys are doing great. Just wanted to run through the 6 daily goals quick, but I also want to talk a little bit about just weight management overall and purpose behind that. So let's get into the numbers and then we'll walk through that. So for day 18, my weight on my mom's scale was 226. I don't know how accurate that is. Like I said, it'll take me till I get home tomorrow to ensure that, I can get the weight back on the scale that I've been using. So we'll walk through that a little bit. Calories, 2148. Water, I got 120 ounces. Again, if you remember the 20-ounce water bottles I said when you're traveling, use something that you can measure pretty easy, scan, something that you can do to track your barcodes. Sleep, I got 7 hours. It's a good thing. Activity, 30 minutes. I just did the minimum that I could in order to ensure I hit my goals. Re-listening to one of my favorite audiobooks. So got into it a little bit, but really have been pressed for a little bit of time during this trip. So just making sure that I still get in my daily goals and plan them out. But when you're with family, some time you just need to ensure that is pretty important, especially when seeing your mom and dad. So protein 255, went a little high on that, but as you guys know, I like my deli meats. I like, I was holding up my jerky and things like that. So 255 calories, when you look at that, that's like 1,000 calories, 1,020 actually, that came from my protein out of my 2148. So almost half my calories are coming straight from protein. But let's talk a little bit about weight management and purpose. Okay, so if you can see, I'm standing in front of what's in my parents' living room, which is a tree, and it talks about family, and it says, if you guys can't see it, it says, like branches on a tree, we all grow in different directions, yet our roots remain the same. So that just hit me. As we walk through this, as I'm going through 90 days, and we're all going through our life journeys and our journeys onto our best life. And when you think about what you're all doing this for, I know me personally, sometimes I get a little off the beaten path of the direction of why I first started to do all this. And like I told you about mortality and the amount of times you have to see your parents, right? For instance, I just thought of that today again. What is the purpose of what you're doing right now? From a weight management perspective, especially. So why do you gotta lose weight? A lot of people, that's what we hear every day. I mean, there is so much weight loss. I think weight loss and probably money is probably the two biggest things that I know that come into people's minds. And when you think about that, like why do you need weight management? For me, it's because I want to live longer so I can be able to do things with my children, hopefully grandchildren if they decide to go that way, but just overall spend time with family and have that freedom that you don't get from, trading your time for that paycheck. But overall, my drive to be healthy is for that. And because we oftentimes learn from our roots, right? I don't know when the video was, video 1 or 2, when I talked about your genetics. Now, you can't use your genetics as an absolute excuse of why you can't lose weight and things like that, but you can know what your genetics will lead for you in the future. For me, like I told my dad did watch the video. I think it's video 1 or 2 about the cake, when I said he's shaped like a cake pop. Where you have the top and then the stick legs. He saw that and I don't think he was that impressed. He didn't say anything, he laughs. We like to joke around a lot, but know your genetics and know what you're gonna fight against. So my dad has lived the longest of anybody in his family. And he's only 74. So, and that to me still seems young. And so to me, I'm just wondering if we ever get off the beaten path with why we do our things. So what I'm trying to tell you guys today is remember your roots. Being around my family, I get to see them, my family, my parents mainly, I get to see them about twice a year, I would say, and a good year 3 times. And it's just because we all are doing our own thing. And my family's always been that way. We don't need each other next to each other all the time, but we love each other so much that, when you come to see them, it's like you just saw them yesterday. But remember, time has passed and mortality is a big thing, and it is real. So as I see my dad move a little slower, he's doing good on his weight. My mom move a little slower. And then what I know from just health in general and mortality tables is, I got to ensure that I don't forget why I'm doing what I'm doing. And it's so I can help others and as many people as I can. But in the same sense, it's also to ensure that my family looks at me from having that purpose and having that drive, and they can look at me as someone that if they ever need to fall back on any sort of success stories or anything, I want to be that person. And maybe that's not the right thing, but I want to set a good example for my family. I want to do good to ensure that my family and future generations know that it's possible to create a healthy life through proper weight management, to live long enough to be able to use all the gifts you got from God to help as many people as you can, and in the end be able to spend as much quality time with those you love as you can. So that was my message for today. I hope you guys are doing well. I appreciate all the support. If you have any comments or questions, please drop them in below, and I look forward to talking to you guys tomorrow. So thanks again.